You ever wonder how the world works? The way it plays you, twists you, breaks you, then expects you to stand up again, like nothing ever happened. The way people look at you like you're some kind of joke, like you don't matter. But they're wrong, aren't they? They think they can break you down, twist your mind, turn you into something they can control. They think they can teach you pain. Well, guess what? They didn't teach you anything. They only showed you what happens when they underestimate you. Look around. The world is full of people who are all too quick to point fingers. They'll tell you how to live, how to feel, what's right, what's wrong. But none of them have ever walked a day in your shoes. None of them have ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on them, squeezing until it feels like you're drowning in your own mind. And yet they expect you to fit into their mold. They expect you to bow down, to accept their rules, their system, their pain. They want you to be broken. They want you to be their puppet, their plaything, just another cog in their perfect little machine. But here's the truth. They don't want you to know. You are the chaos they fear. You are the storm they can't control. And the very thing they thought would destroy you. It's the thing that's going to make you stronger. They think they taught you pain, but in reality, they taught you how to rise, how to laugh in the face of their cruelty, how to take everything they throw at you and turn it into something that will haunt them forever. Because you're not the one who's broken. No, you're the one who's been rebuilt, forged in the flames of their arrogance. And now you're ready to teach them something they'll never forget. The world didn't break you. No, it tried. It tried with all its might. But here you are, standing tall, ready to take the very thing they used to hurt you and use it as a weapon. You have the power to make them regret every single thing they ever did to you. They thought they could grind you into the dirt, and now you're the one who's going to turn the tables. They'll regret it. They'll regret ever thinking they could take you down, because in the end, they can't break what's already been shattered and rebuilt. They can't control what's already been set free. They can't stop what's coming. You see, pain is just a tool. It's the pressure that forms diamonds. It's the fire that forges steel. Pain doesn't make you weak. It makes you unstoppable. The more they push, the stronger you become. The more they try to hurt you, the more you learn, adapt, and rise from the ashes of their cruelty. They taught you pain, sure, but now you get to teach them something much worse. You get to teach them regret. What's regret, really? It's the weight of their actions, the burden of knowing they did something unforgivable. It's the realization that they hurt you, that they underestimated you, and now they're paying the price. They thought they could break you, but all they've done is fuel your fire. They thought they could crush you, but instead they've made you a force to be reckoned with. And when the time comes, when they finally realize their mistake, they'll wish they never crossed you. But that's the beauty of it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to lift a finger. The regret will be their own. It will eat them alive. Every cruel word, every selfish action, every moment they took from you, it'll all come back to haunt them. They'll regret the day they ever underestimated you, the day they ever thought they could control you, the day they ever thought they could make you feel small, because now you're the one in control. And they'll be the ones wondering how they ever thought they could win. You're not a victim. You never were. You're a survivor. You're a warrior. And the best part, they'll never see you coming. They'll never know what hit them. You'll be the last thing they expect. They'll be too busy laughing at you, mocking you, underestimating you. But you're playing a different game now. You're writing your own story, and they're just characters in the background, unaware of the storm that's about to hit them. So let them laugh. Let them think they have the upper hand. Let them think they're in control. Because when the time comes, you won't have to say a word. Your actions will speak louder than anything you could ever say. And when they finally realize their mistake, when they finally understand the power you've gained from their cruelty, it will be too late. They'll regret it. They'll regret everything. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready to rise from the ashes of their hate and show them just how wrong they were? Are you ready to make them regret the day they ever thought they could break you? Because that day is coming. And when it does, they'll wish they never crossed you. You were never broken, you were just waiting for the right moment, and now that moment has arrived. Now you get to teach them the most valuable lesson of all. Pain is nothing. Regret, that's a whole other story. Now let's talk about regret, shall we? Because regret isn't just a feeling. It's a slow-burning fire that eats away at the core of everything you are. And they've been fanning that flame every single day. Every insult, every betrayal, every moment they tried to push you down. They thought they were hurting you. They thought they were teaching you a lesson. But they've never understood the truth about regret. Regret doesn't come from just making a mistake. Oh no, that's far too simple. Regret comes from knowing you crossed a line that should have never been crossed. It comes from realizing that you didn't just hurt someone, you made them stronger. You gave them the power to change. And when they realize that, when they see that you've evolved into something greater, they'll wish they could undo it. But they can't. They can never take back what they did to you. And that's the sweet taste of justice. You see, regret isn't something that hits right away. It's like a seed, buried deep inside, and it doesn't sprout immediately. But it's always there, waiting for the perfect moment. And when that moment comes, when the weight of everything they've done to you finally sinks in, that's when the true horror sets in. Because they can't escape it. It's inside them, gnawing at them, reminding them of what they've lost, and they'll never get it back. That's the beautiful thing about what they've done to you. They think they've broken you, but in reality they've given you everything you need to rise from the ashes and become something they'll never be able to touch. They've given you the fuel to burn them down with, the energy to leave them in the dust. Every time they laughed at you, every time they tried to put you in a box, they made you stronger, and they never saw it coming. Now imagine this, you've been through the fire, you've walked through the darkness, and now you stand on the other side, unscathed, untouched by their cruelty. You're standing tall, ready to face the world. But they're stuck in their own mess, drowning in their choices, desperate to undo what they've done. They wish they could turn back time. They wish they could take it all back. But that's not how it works. That's not how life works. Life doesn't give second chances. It doesn't rewind time. It doesn't erase the pain, the mistakes, the damage. It keeps moving forward. And those who've wronged you, they'll be left behind, stuck in a loop of regret that will consume them. They'll regret the way they treated you. They'll regret underestimating you. And they'll regret that they'll never have the chance to fix it. Here's the thing though, you're not looking for revenge. You don't need it. You don't need to waste your time trying to make them feel what they made you feel. They'll do it all on their own. They'll carry that burden forever. They'll carry it every single day, knowing deep down that they messed with the wrong person. The regret will be their punishment. And trust me, it's a punishment that never ends. It eats away at them, day after day, until there's nothing left but a shell of the person they once were. But you're free, you're liberated. You're the one who has come out stronger, sharper, more aware of the world around you. You've seen the worst that people can do, and instead of letting it break you, you've used it as fuel to become something greater. And that, my friend, is what they'll never understand. They thought they could take you down, but all they've done is set you free. So while they wallow in their regret, you'll be out there, thriving. You'll be out there, showing the world just how powerful you've become. They'll look at you, and all they'll see is a reminder of their mistake, a reminder of the monster they created, and that's the power you hold. The power of knowing that their regrets are yours to carry now. The power of knowing that they'll never escape the consequences of their actions. Regret isn't a gift, it's a curse. And it's one they'll wear for the rest of their lives. They'll carry it with them, wherever they go, and they'll never get rid of it. You don't need to carry anything. You've already let it go. You've already used it to fuel your growth, to fuel your strength, to fuel your rise. You've already become something more than they ever thought you could be. And that's the most powerful thing of all. When they see you, when they look at what you've become, they'll know that their actions didn't break you. They'll know that you've surpassed them, and that thought will haunt them forever. They won't be able to escape it. They won't be able to stop it, because regret is like a shadow. It follows them everywhere they go. It's with them when they wake up. It's with them when they close their eyes. And it will be with them until the very end. And all the while you'll be out there, living your life, free from the chains they tried to put around you. You'll be out there, smiling, thriving, growing into the person they never thought you could be. And that, my friend, is what makes them regret it all. That's what makes them regret the day they ever thought they could break you, because they'll never be able to undo what they've done to you. And you'll never forget the lesson they taught you. Now go show them the power of your rise. Go show them what happens when they tried to break someone who was already broken and rebuilt. Let them carry their regret. You don't need it. It's theirs to bear, not yours. You've already won. You've already overcome. Now go live it. Let's keep this going. Let's talk about something even more dangerous than regret: expectations. The world loves to throw expectations at you. They expect you to fit into their perfect little boxes, to act in ways that suit them, to follow their rules. They love to look at you and decide who you should be. But here's the thing: expectations are just another form of control. They want to mold you into their idea of what you should be, to keep you in line. They want you to live their dream, not your own. They think they know what's best for you, don't they? They think they know what you should want, what you should feel, who you should be. But let me tell you this: they've never known you. They've never known what it's like to stand in your shoes, to face the battles you've faced, to endure the pain you've survived. They think they can define you, but in reality they're the ones who have never really seen you. They're the ones who have never understood the depth of your strength. They've always seen you as someone small, someone weak, someone easy to break. But all they've done is set the stage for your true power to rise. Here's what they don't know about expectations: they never work, not for you, not for anyone. They're just a prison, a set of walls built around you, telling you what you can't do, what you can't be, where you can't go. But you're not the type to let walls define you. No, you're the type to break down those walls, to shatter expectations like glass. They built their little box around you, and you know what you did. You outgrew it. They can try to box you in, to put you in a category, to label you. But that's the problem with expectations. They never account for the unknown. They never account for the fire inside you, the hunger, the drive that won't be tamed. They think they've got you figured out, but they don't. They don't know the half of it. They don't know what you're capable of, and that's what's going to haunt them. That's what's going to come back to them when they least expect it. They expected you to fall. They expected you to stay down when the world knocked you to your knees. They thought you would crumble under the weight of their pressure, but you didn't, did you? No, you stood back up. You stood back up, and you looked them in the eyes and you said, "Is that all you've got?" And they couldn't handle it. They couldn't comprehend the fact that you, someone they thought was weak, someone they thought they could control, was stronger than they ever imagined. And that's the moment they'll never forget. That's the moment that will haunt them forever. They built you up only to watch you tear their expectations apart. They thought they were making you small, but they were only making you into something they would never be able to control. They thought they were shaping you, but they were only giving you the tools to reshape the world. Every word they said, every time they doubted you, every time they thought you were done, you turned it all into fuel. You turned it all into fire, and now you're unstoppable. The thing about expectations is they're nothing more than illusions. They're nothing but walls built by people who think they know you, who think they know what you're capable of. But those walls, they're paper thin. They break the moment you decide you're done playing by their rules. The second you decide to embrace who you really are, all their expectations crumble. They'll never see it coming. They'll never know what hit them, and what's even more beautiful. They can't stop it. They can't stop you from rising, from becoming everything they never thought possible. They can't take it back. They can't rewrite the story. And as you rise, as you become everything they feared you would, they'll be left with nothing but their own regret, wondering why they ever thought they could control you. They'll be the ones stuck in their expectations, stuck in the illusion they created. And you'll be the one standing tall, free and unstoppable. But here's the kicker. When you're free of their expectations, when you've broken their mold, you won't just be a survivor. No, you'll be a force of nature. You'll be the chaos that sweeps through their perfect little world, and they won't know how to handle it. You'll be the storm they can't weather, the fire they can't put out. They'll be the ones left wondering how they missed it, how they missed the signs that you were always meant to rise. They taught you pain, they taught you how to endure, how to survive, how to deal with what life throws at you. But what they never taught you was how to break free. What they never taught you was that you're not bound by their expectations. What they never taught you was that you're capable of far more than they could ever imagine. And that's the lesson that's going to destroy them. When they realize that everything they thought they knew about you was wrong, it will break them. It will tear them apart. Because regret isn't just a feeling, it's a truth. And the truth is they didn't see you coming. And while they sit there, stuck in their regret, you'll be out there living life on your own terms. You'll be the one setting the pace, setting the standard, setting the rules. They'll be stuck in their little boxes, waiting for you to fail. But you won't. You'll never fail. Because failure doesn't exist for someone who's free of expectations. Failure doesn't exist for someone who's embraced who they are and refuses to let anyone hold them back. Failure doesn't exist for someone who's already overcome everything they threw at them. So let them sit in their regret. Let them wallow in the truth that they'll never control you, never break you, never make you small again. They'll regret every single moment they thought they had you figured out, because now you're the one who defines your future. You're the one who defines your success. You're the one who gets to write the rest of your story. And they'll be the ones left behind, stuck in their little box with nothing but regret to keep them company. And now let's talk about power. The power that comes from knowing your worth. The power that comes from standing tall, unshaken, and untouchable. This is the final stage, the final realization, the last act in this glorious story. They thought they could teach you pain. They thought they could crush your spirit, but what they never saw coming was the power you were building in the shadows. The quiet strength that comes from walking through hell, and not only surviving but thriving. They didn't know that with every ounce of pain they threw at you, they were just building your empire. They were just handing you the tools to crush them. The world will try to tear you down. People will try to break you. But what they don't understand is that power doesn't come from being untouched. It comes from being tested. It comes from surviving the worst and still rising. That's where real power is born. They gave you pain. They gave you obstacles. They gave you every reason to quit. But here's the thing you didn't. And now, you're untouchable. They can try to bring you down, they can try to break you, but the harder they push, the harder you rise, because you've learned the greatest lesson of all. The more they take from you, the more power you gain. You think power is about control, about bending others to your will. No, true power is about freedom. Freedom to be who you are, to be unapologetically yourself, to take what they've thrown at you, take their cruelty, their lies, their betrayal, and turn it into something more than they could ever understand, more than they could ever hope to achieve. You've learned how to use the things they tried to destroy you with to fuel your rise. You've learned how to take the pain, the regret, the expectation, and turn it into fire. And now, you're unstoppable. They don't know what they've unleashed. They don't know the monster they've created. They thought they were breaking you. They thought they were crushing your will. But now, they'll see the truth. They'll see that they only made you stronger, that they only pushed you into becoming something greater. And when they see you rise, when they see you standing at the top of everything they tried to destroy, they'll understand one thing: they underestimated you. They didn't know the depth of your strength. They didn't know the power you were building, the force you were becoming. And now, it's too late. You've already won. This is your moment. This is the time when you take everything they tried to do to you, everything they threw at you, and turn it into a weapon. A weapon that can't be stopped. A weapon that no one, not even them, can ever defeat. You've got the power now. You've got the strength. You've got the wisdom, and they'll regret every second they tried to take it from you. So walk forward, unafraid. Walk forward with your head high. Walk forward knowing that you are not the person they tried to break. You are not the person they thought you would be. You are something far more dangerous. You are someone who's seen the worst this world has to offer and still came out on top. And as you walk forward, they'll watch you rise, knowing that they played a part in making you who you are today. They'll watch you climb higher and higher, and they'll be trapped in their own regret, trapped in the knowledge that they can never undo what they've done. And here's the final truth: they don't deserve the satisfaction of knowing you're broken. They don't deserve to see you suffer. So don't give them that. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you struggle, because now you're beyond their reach, you're beyond their expectations, and you're beyond their power. They taught you pain, but you've taught them regret. You've taught them the most powerful lesson they could ever learn. Never ever underestimate the strength of someone who's been broken, because that's the person who will rise and burn everything they've built to the ground. And as you stand there victorious, looking down at the wreckage of everything they tried to do to you, remember this: you've already won. You've already taken the victory. And now, it's time to walk away, to leave them in the past, and to step into a future where nothing can touch you. You've become unstoppable, unshakable, and untouchable. And that, my friend, is the ultimate power. And that's how you turn their pain into your victory.